In the heart of a small Nigerian town called Ijegun, there lived a wealthy man named Chief Jide Kosoko, known for his cocoa business and large mansion. He had two sons from different mothers, Deyemi, the eldest, proud and ambitious, and Kunle Remi, the younger, humble and kind-hearted. Their father's health had been failing for months. Chief Jide Kosoko was confined to his bed, his strong voice now faint. Dr. Bimbo Ademoye had tried everything, but his condition kept getting worse. Rumors spread through the town that he might not live beyond the month. As Chief's health deteriorated, tension filled the house. The brothers barely spoke to each other, while Kunle Remi stayed by his father's side, wiping his sweat and feeding him. Deyemi was busy meeting lawyers and trying to secure his claim to the inheritance. One evening, after a heated argument about their father's properties, Deyemi stormed out of the room and drove angrily into the forest path behind the family estate. He stopped by a large ancient tree where, according to the local legend, a genie known as Ajere, the spirit of the calabash, granted wishes to those who dared to call upon him. Deyemi laughed at the thought. He didn't believe in mates, but his desperation had reached its peak. He shouted into the air, "Ajere, if you are real, show yourself." The ground trembled slightly. A cold wind blew around him. Suddenly, a swirl of blue smoke formed in front of him, and a deep voice echoed, "You have called, and I have answered. Speak your heart's desire, son of Kosoko." Deyemi staggered back in fear, but quickly gathered courage. "I want wealth, endless wealth. I want everything my father owns, more and more." The genie smiled slyly. "Your wish shall be granted, but remember, every wish carries a shadow." Before Deyemi could ask what that meant, the genie vanished. The next morning, Deyemi woke up to find that his father's business shares, bank accounts, and documents had all been transferred in his name. Even the lawyers confirmed it. Overnight, Deyemi became one of the richest men in town. But as his wealth grew, his father's health worsened drastically. Chief Jide Kosoko slipped into a coma that very week. Kunle Remi was devastated. He cried day and night, praying for miracle. One afternoon, while he sat weeping near the same forest path, he noticed the same old tree glowing faintly. Curious, he approached, and from the mist, Ajere, the genie, appeared again. "Why do you weep, son of Kosoko?" Kunle Remi wiped his tears. "My father is dying. I don't want his money or land. I just want him to live. Please, if you have power, save him." The genie's eyes softened. A selfless wish, very rare. He waved his hand, and a gentle light passed through Kunle Remi. "Go, your father shall wake before the next sunrise. But beware, your brother's greed has already summoned a shadow upon your house." At dawn, Chief Jide Kosoko opened his eyes. Dr. Bimbo Ademoye was stunned. Kunle Remi rejoiced, shouting in gratitude. When Deyemi heard, he rushed to the house, shocked and furious. "Kunle Remi, what did you do?" he shouted. "You think you can steal my glory? The company is mine, the estate is mine, everything belongs to me." Their father, weak but conscious, called them closer. "My sons," he whispered, "what happened? Why I slept? Why is there darkness in this house?" But before Kunle Remi could speak, thunder roared and the lights flickered. The door slammed shut. Ajere, the genie, appeared in the middle of the room, but this time his face was fierce. "You both made your wishes. Now the shadows of those wishes must be paid in full." Deyemi fell to his knees. "Please, I only wanted to be rich." Ajere's voice thundered. "And you have it, but at a cost. Every coin you touch will carry sorrow. Every deal you make will turn against you. For you wished out of greed. Deyemi screamed as the gold watch on his wrist turned black and melted. His phone exploded. His car keys vanished. The genie turned to Kunle Remi. You wished with a pure heart. Your father's life was restored, but now his days are tied to yours. Protect him well. Then, with a final swirl of smoke, Ajere disappeared. From that day, Deyemi's fortunes began to crumble. His bank accounts were hacked, business partners betrayed him, and his mansion was seized by the government for alleged fraud. Within a month, he became a shadow of himself, wandering the streets, begging for help. Kunle Remi, on the other hand, continued to care for their father. Though they lived modestly, peace returned to the household. One rainy night, Kunle Remi was closing the shop when he saw a ragged man sleeping outside under a plastic sheet. When he drew closer, his heart sank. It was Deyemi. Deyemi, Kunle Remi shouted, rushing to him. Brother, what happened to you? Deyemi could barely speak. Everything is gone. The genie, it cost me. I wanted wealth, but I lost everything, even myself. Kunle Remi lifted him and took him home. Chief Jide Kosoko wept when he saw his first son in such a state. Despite all that happened, they nursed him back to health. Weeks passed. One morning, as the tree sat outside watching the sunrise, a gentle breeze blew. The faint sound of laughter echoed from the forest. Ajere's voice whispered through the wind. Kama has done her work. The greedy has learned humility, and the selfless has found peace. The curse is broken. The family felt a strange warmth around them, a feeling of closure. Chief Jide Kosoko placed his hands on both sons. Let this be a lesson, my children. Wealth gained through greed brings sorrow, but love and kindness will always heal. Deyemi, with tears in his eyes, looked at Kunle Remi. Brother, I wronged you. I chased shadows while you protected what truly mattered. Forgive me. Kunle Remi smiled softly. Blood is blood, Deyemi. Let's rebuild together. And so, the two brothers began anew, not with riches or properties, but with unity and understanding. In the heart of Ijegun, people still whispered about the genie of the calabash, who tested the hearts of men, but the Kosoko family became a living story, a tale of greed, sacrifice, and redemption, reminding everyone that in life, every wish has a shadow, and only love can bring light. Greed may bring quick success, but it always carries a hidden cost. True wealth lies in compassion, humility, and family. The end.